Sometimes life can feel lonely. The world around you may seem full of people moving in different directions, connecting with each other effortlessly, while you find yourself on the outside looking in. You might wonder what it's like to have close friendships, the kind of support network others seem to have that makes life feel lighter, even during tough times. But even if friendships have been hard to come by, it doesn't mean there's something wrong with you, or that meaningful relationships aren't meant for you. It simply means that your journey has taken you down a unique path, one that may feel solitary at times, but one that is also full of potential for growth, strength, and resilience. Your path has not been easy, and that in itself is proof of your courage. Not everyone has the strength to keep going when they feel alone. But you have. You have moved forward each day despite the weight of loneliness, despite the doubts that may have crept into your mind. You have pushed through moments that would have caused others to crumble, and in doing so, you've built an inner strength that no one can take from you. Remember that resilience is not something everyone possesses, and it's a skill you've mastered simply by waking up each day, despite the challenges you face. The solitude you experience may not be your choice, but your persistence in the face of it is. Think about all that you've accomplished on your own. Every step you've taken, every goal you've achieved, and every dream you've chased, it has all come from your inner drive, your vision, and your determination. You haven't relied on anyone else to make things happen. You've had to rely on yourself. This level of self-sufficiency is a gift. It has taught you how capable and independent you truly are, and no one can take that away from you. You are stronger and more self-reliant than most people could imagine, and that's something to celebrate, not overlook. It's easy to be strong with support. It's something else entirely to be strong when you feel like you're standing alone. Imagine how remarkable it will feel when someday you do connect with people who understand you, who appreciate you for who you are. You will bring with you not only the kindness, empathy, and insight you've developed, but also a level of strength and independence that most people will find inspiring. People will see that you are someone who can stand on her own, yet still chooses to stand with others. Your story will remind them of their own strength and inspire them to persevere in their lives. This time of solitude, however painful, is forging you into the kind of person who brings light and hope to the lives of others. As difficult as it may seem, try to appreciate this phase in your life. Use this time to learn more about yourself, your interests, and your dreams. When you're not distracted by the noise of the world, you have the rare opportunity to connect deeply with yourself, to understand your true desires, and to plan a future that is authentically yours. You are not in a rush. There is no timeline for making friends, building relationships, or finding your place in the world. Sometimes life gives you what you need when you least expect it. And while you may wish for companionship now, trust that these experiences are preparing you for something bigger and better than you could have planned. People who have struggled with loneliness often become the best friends, the most empathetic listeners, and the most loyal companions because they understand how precious connection is. They don't take others for granted because they know what it's like to go without. They approach relationships with appreciation, care, and a deep sense of loyalty. That is what you have to offer. The patience and understanding you are cultivating now will make you an irreplaceable presence in someone else's life someday. Do not measure yourself against the friendships or relationships that others have. Every person is on a different journey, and the fact that you're on your own path doesn't mean that yours is any less valuable or meaningful. You have no idea what the future holds, and often our biggest blessings come disguised in our biggest challenges. Keep pushing forward with hope in your heart. And don't let the temporary nature of this loneliness define your worth or dictate your path. So in these quiet moments, remember that you are not alone in the universe. There are people out there who will appreciate you, who will see the kindness and strength that you carry. These connections will come in time, and when they do, they'll be worth the wait. Until then, trust in the process. Trust in your journey. You are not defined by who is or isn't in your life right now. You are defined by the heart you carry, the strength you show, and the courage you display every single day. This solitude, as painful as it is is shaping you into someone remarkable, someone who knows the value of connection and who will cherish and nurture it when the time comes. Keep believing in yourself and remember that you are enough just as you are. Your journey, though marked by solitude, is filled with purpose and potential. Many people go through life surrounded by noise and distractions, rarely getting the chance to deeply reflect on who they are or what they truly want. But here you are, navigating a unique path that demands introspection and self-discovery. When you feel lonely, remind yourself that this time is a gift. It's a space to know yourself in ways others may never get the chance to experience. You are learning what makes you feel alive, what values drive you, and what dreams make your heart race. These are profound lessons that can only emerge from stillness, from the quiet moments where you meet yourself. Embrace this opportunity to understand your worth, independent of anyone else's validation. You are growing into a person who finds fulfillment within, and this kind of strength is rare and beautiful. In this solitude, you may sometimes affection. Imagine the kind of friend you will be, someone who listens with depth, who understands others with empathy, and who brings true support and encouragement into people's lives. You may be alone now, but when the time comes, you will be the kind of friend that others are deeply grateful to have. Loneliness can sometimes cloud your mind with self-doubt. You may wonder if there's something wrong with you, or if you're somehow unworthy of friendship. These are painful thoughts, but they are untrue. The path of solitude doesn't diminish your worth, it reveals it. Each day you rise above these doubts, you prove your strength. Every time you choose to continue moving forward, despite the heaviness of being alone, you are demonstrating resilience that many can't imagine. You are proving day by day that your value isn't dependent on others' presence or approval. This time alone isn't a reflection of your worthlessness. Rather, it's a phase that's preparing you to recognize and cherish genuine connection when it does enter your life. You are more than worthy of love and friendship, and also teaching you the art of self-care and self-compassion. Without the immediate support of friends, you're learning to be your own source of encouragement. You're discovering what it means to be gentle with yourself, to offer yourself kindness on difficult days, and to celebrate your victories, however small. This ability to care for yourself is invaluable, and it's something many people never learn. Because of this journey, you're becoming someone who knows how to give herself grace, who understands her own needs, and who doesn't wait for others to bring her happiness. Imagine how powerful it is to know that you can be your own anchor, that you have the strength to lift yourself up and keep going, no matter the circumstances. You are cultivating a level of inner peace that will serve you for the rest of your life. Perhaps one of the greatest gifts of this time is the creativity that can arise from solitude. When you're alone, you have the space to dream, to imagine, to create without limits. Without the influences of others, your ideas, your dreams, and your passions come from a place that is authentically yours. This is a time when you can explore your talents, try new things, and pursue projects that resonate deeply with you. Imagine the art, the words, the music, or the ideas that could emerge from this time in your life. You are free to build, to express, and to explore in ways that people often miss when they're constantly surrounded by others. This creative freedom is a powerful gift, one that can lead you to discover talents and passions you never knew you had. Let this be a time when you embrace your creativity fully, allowing it to shape and inspire you. As you walk this path, remember that you are never truly alone in the universe. There is a connection that transcends physical companionship, a sense of belonging to something greater, a connection to life itself. Whether it's through nature, spirituality, art, or the quiet moments of reflection, there are ways to feel connected even in solitude. The beauty of a sunset, the tranquility of a quiet morning, the joy of creating something new, these experiences connect you to the world in profound ways. You are part of this vast, beautiful universe, and every experience you go through is shaping you into someone extraordinary. Embrace the connection you feel to life itself and know that you are loved, even if it's not yet by the people you've dreamed of having in your life. In time, those connections will come, and until then, the universe is there with you every step of the way. As you continue along this path, Understand that being alone does not mean you are unworthy of companionship. It simply means you have yet to cross paths with those who truly resonate with your soul. Loneliness can feel like a weight pressing down on your heart, but it can also be a place of transformation. In these quiet moments, you're getting to know yourself in ways that few people ever experience. While others may lean on friendships for validation, you are learning to validate yourself. You're becoming your own anchor, your own source of strength. And though it may not feel like it now, this self-reliance will serve you in unimaginable ways. One day, when you do connect with others, you will do so from a place of wholeness. You won't be seeking someone to complete you, rather, you'll be sharing the completeness you have found within yourself. It's easy to see others laughing, gathering, and building connections and wonder why you haven't found that yet. But remember, everyone's journey is different. Some people need to find their tribe early on, while others are given the space to build themselves first. Your path has given you solitude, but this isn't a punishment. It's a foundation. You're becoming someone who is deeply aware of her own values, her own dreams, her own worth. When you walk into a relationship, you'll bring the strength of knowing exactly who you are. You will be the type of friend who can offer depth and insight, the kind of companion who knows how to listen because you've spent so much time listening to yourself. You'll have a presence that others feel grounded around, and your empathy will be immense because you've come to understand the intricacies of your own heart. In this time of solitude, you may find yourself questioning, doubting, or even longing for the presence of others. But remember that in this very solitude lies a unique strength, one that will carry you forward in ways you might not fully recognize yet. This phase is teaching you the value of patience, the art of being at peace with yourself, and the rare ability to find fulfillment in your own company. It's not always easy to face each day alone, but by doing so, you're developing a quiet resilience that will guide you through anything life may throw your way. So many people find themselves lost without the comfort of others, but you're learning to find comfort within to build a foundation that doesn't waver. When the time comes to let others into your life, you will do so with a sense of calm and confidence that only comes from truly knowing and accepting yourself. As you move forward, it's important to realize that this period is not meant to hold you back. It's here to prepare you for the future. There is so much you're learning about yourself in this time, your passions, your values, your dreams. These are discoveries that often get overlooked when we're surrounded by constant noise and activity. You have the gift of time to explore who you truly are without any pressure to conform. You're free to explore new ideas, take risks, and grow in ways that are authentic to you. Embrace this freedom, because it's rare and precious. Many people spend their whole lives never truly understanding who they are, but you're getting the chance to know yourself deeply. One day, when you look back on this time, you'll see it as a period of profound self-discovery and growth, a time when you laid the groundwork for a life that is rich and fulfilling. You may feel as though others don't understand your experiences, and perhaps that's true. Not everyone can relate to the journey you're on, but that doesn't make it any less valid. Your path is yours alone, and it's shaping you into someone incredibly strong, wise, and self-aware. This path requires courage to face each day without the immediate support of friends, courage to keep going, even when you feel misunderstood, and courage to believe in your own worth, regardless of who is or isn't in your life. This courage is building a foundation of confidence and self-assurance that will carry you forward. When you do form connections, they will be with people who appreciate you for exactly who you are, and they'll be drawn to the strength and authenticity you've cultivated during this time. Sometimes it's easy to get caught up in the idea that happiness only comes through relationships and friendships, that joy is something we find outside of ourselves. But you are learning to find happiness within. You're discovering that joy can come from a quiet walk, a beautiful sunset, or the satisfaction of pursuing something you love. You're learning that you can be whole and happy on your own, and that's a powerful realization. So many people spend their lives looking for happiness in others, never realizing that true contentment comes from within. By learning to be happy on your own, you're building a foundation of inner peace that will support you no matter what happens in the future. When relationships do come into your life, you'll be able to enjoy them without relying on them for your happiness. In this solitude, you're developing a relationship with yourself, and that is one of the most important relationships you'll ever have. You're learning to be gentle with yourself, to offer yourself the understanding and compassion that you might wish to receive from others. You're learning to forgive yourself for past mistakes, to encourage yourself on difficult days, and to celebrate your own achievements, no matter how small. This self-compassion is a gift, one that will stay with you for the rest of your life. By learning to be your own source of support, you're becoming someone who can handle life's challenges with grace and resilience. You're building an inner strength that doesn't rely on external validation. A strength that comes from truly accepting yourself for who you are. In time, you'll look back on this journey and see that it was a necessary chapter in your story. You'll realize that every day of loneliness, every moment of doubt was shaping you into the person you were meant to become. You'll see that this time was preparing you for relationships that are deep, meaningful, and genuine. When those connections come into your life, you'll appreciate them in a way that only someone who has known loneliness can. You'll understand the value of true friendship, and you'll bring with you the wisdom, compassion, and strength that you developed in this time of solitude. You'll be able to offer support to others in a way that's grounded and sincere, because you know what it's like to walk through life without it. So hold on to hope. Trust that this journey, however lonely it may feel, is leading you to a future that's filled with love and connection. There are people out there who will see the light that you carry, who will appreciate the strength and depth that you bring to their lives. They may not be here yet, but they will come. Until then, continue to nurture yourself, continue to grow, and continue to believe in your own worth. You are enough just as you are. And when the time comes, you'll be ready to welcome others into your life from a place of love, strength, and self-assurance. This solitude is a season, but it's not your destination. It's a part of your journey, and it's shaping you into someone remarkable. As you walk through this time alone, remember that there is immense beauty in becoming your own best friend. In these moments of solitude, you're learning how to comfort yourself, how to cheer yourself on, and how to be proud of yourself without needing others to validate your achievements. This is a profound journey that few take, and it's creating a strength in you that will last a lifetime. Think of the power you're building by standing alone, by choosing to keep going even when there is no one around to see your struggles. You're becoming someone who can face life's ups and downs with unwavering resilience. When others do enter your life, you'll be able to support them without losing yourself, because you'll already know how to stand strong on your own. This solitude allows you to listen closely to your own inner voice, to understand what truly matters to you, and to prioritize your dreams without distraction. Many people live their lives guided by the opinions and desires of those around them, never taking the time to understand their own hearts. But you have the chance to build a life that's completely yours. You can pursue goals and explore passions that resonate deeply within you, unfiltered by anyone else's expectations. This time alone gives you the gift of clarity, allowing you to set a direction for your life that is entirely authentic. One day, when you look back, you'll realize how much this period shaped you, how it allowed you to find a purpose that truly speaks to who you are. You're setting a foundation for a life that is rich and fulfilling, a life that aligns with your truest self. The strength you're building now is rare and precious. By learning to live fully on your own, you're developing a sense of self-reliance and confidence that cannot be shaken. This is the kind of strength that will carry you through any storm, the kind of strength that will inspire others. When people meet you, they'll see someone who has learned to love herself, someone who knows her worth and doesn't settle for anything less. You're becoming the kind of person who walks into a room with quiet confidence, not because others have lifted her up, but because she has learned to lift herself. This journey is teaching you to value yourself in ways that many people never experience, and that is a powerful gift. Sometimes, solitude can feel overwhelming, especially when you see others sharing their lives and laughter with friends. But remember, this is only one chapter in your story. Just because you're alone now doesn't mean you'll be alone forever. The world is vast, and there are people out there who are waiting to meet someone exactly like you. They may be on their own journey, growing and learning just as you are. When the time is right, your PAMs is you else. Until then, trust that this time alone is serving a purpose. It's preparing you for those future connections by helping you understand who you are, what you need, and what you have to offer. When you do meet people who resonate with your soul, you'll be ready to form bonds that are deep, genuine, and lasting. As you continue on this path, remember that self-compassion is key. There will be days when the loneliness feels heavy, when the silence too loud. On those days, allow yourself to feel whatever comes up, without judgment. Know that it's okay to feel lonely, to wish for companionship, to long for connection. These feelings are a part of being human, and they don't make you weak. By acknowledging and accepting them, you're showing yourself kindness, and that is an act of courage. In time, you'll learn that self-compassion is one of the most powerful tools you have. By being kind to yourself in your most vulnerable moments, you're creating a space where you can heal, grow, and find peace within. This is a gift that will stay with you, even when others do enter your life. There's a quiet magic in solitude, a beauty that comes from being alone with your thoughts, your dreams, your fears, and your hopes. This time allows you to nurture your imagination, to dream without limits, to explore ideas that are uniquely yours. Without the influence of others, you're free to create, to experiment, to discover what makes you come alive. Maybe you'll find joy in painting, writing, gardening, or learning a new skill. Perhaps you'll explore interests you've never had time for. This is your time to build a life that reflects who you are at your core. When others eventually come into your life, they will see a person who is passionate, vibrant, and fulfilled, a person who has created a world that is rich and meaningful all on her own. In your journey of self-discovery, know that you are never truly alone. There is a universal connection that binds all of us, a thread that links every person, every experience, every emotion. When you feel a sense of wonder under a star-filled sky, or a deep calm in the presence of nature, remember that these moments connect you to something greater. There is a world out there that feels your presence, that witnesses your growth, that celebrates your strength. You are part of the fabric of life, and even in solitude, you are connected to the beauty and mystery of existence. Let this connection be a source of comfort, a reminder that you are seen and valued by the universe itself. And as you continue to walk this path, know that you are enough. You are worthy of love, companionship, and happiness just as you are. This period of solitude is not a reflection of your value. It's a phase that is shaping you into the person you are meant to be. You are being prepared for a life that is fulfilling, a life that is filled with relationships that are deep and meaningful. Until then, continue to grow, continue to believe in yourself, and continue to trust that this journey is leading you exactly where you need to be. The strength, wisdom, and compassion you are cultivating now will guide you through every stage of life, and one day you will look back on this time with gratitude, knowing that it was the foundation of a truly remarkable life. This journey you're on is filled with lessons that are uniquely yours, ones that are crafted through experiences that only you can fully understand. Every moment of loneliness, every hour spent in quiet contemplation, is like a brick in the foundation of a powerful, resilient soul. You may not see the full structure taking shape yet, but with each day you're building something magnificent. One day others will be in awe of the strength you exude, the sense of self-assurance that radiates from within, and the unwavering calm you carry even through difficult times. They'll wonder how you achieve such inner peace, and they won't know about the countless moments you spend in solitude, learning to embrace yourself and finding comfort in your own presence. You're becoming someone who understands the true value of personal growth, someone who stands firmly on her own 2 feet. Right now, the silence around you may feel deafening, especially when you long for conversation, laughter, or the simple comfort of shared company. But this silence is a sanctuary. It's a space where you can hear the subtleties of your own heart, where you can understand your true desires without any interference. Solitude is allowing you to dive deep into the depths of who you are, to confront fears, to heal wounds, and to let go of any expectations that aren't truly yours. In this time, you're learning that you don't need anyone else to affirm your worth or define your path. You are growing into a person who sees her own value without needing it to be reflected back by others. This kind of clarity is rare and precious, and it will serve you in ways that will surprise you for years to come. One of the gifts of being alone is the time and space to dream. While others may be focused on the expectations or pressures that come from society or relationships, you're free to explore possibilities that excite you, that resonate with your core, and that align with your vision for your life. You can imagine the future without limitations, and you can pursue interests that may not make sense to anyone but you. You're learning that your life doesn't have to look like anyone else's, that you are free to chart a path that feels right, even if it's unconventional. This time alone is allowing you to nurture a vision for your future that is uniquely yours, one that isn't shaped by anyone else's opinions or desires. You're discovering that you have the power to build a life that is fulfilling, meaningful, and true to who you are at the deepest level. In solitude, you're also learning how to find joy in the little things, how to appreciate moments of beauty that are often overlooked. Without the constant buzz of social interactions, you're discovering the peace that can come from watching a sunrise, the comfort in a cozy evening with a good book, or the joy of creating something with your own hands. You're realizing that happiness doesn't have to be grand or complicated. It can be found in the simplest of things. By finding joy on your own, you're building a kind of contentment that isn't dependent on anyone else's presence or validation. This is a powerful realization, one that will allow you to remain fulfilled even when life is quiet, even when things don't go according to plan. You're developing a kind of independence that will carry you through any phase of life with grace and gratitude. This time of solitude is also teaching you the invaluable skill of self-reflection. Without others around to influence your thoughts, you're free to examine your own beliefs, values, and motivations. You're learning to understand why you feel the way you do, why certain things matter to you, and how your past experiences have shaped you. Self-reflection allows you to identify areas where you want to grow, to confront patterns that no longer serve you, and to become more mindful of how you move through the world. This process is not always easy, and sometimes it brings up difficult emotions or realizations. But by facing these things head-on, you're transforming into someone who is deeply self-aware, someone who knows herself inside and out. This self-awareness will be your compass, guiding you through life's challenges and helping you make choices that align with your truest self. In this journey of solitude, you may have moments of doubt, times when you wonder if things will ever change. These moments are natural, and they are a testament to your humanity. But remember, change is always unfolding, even when it doesn't seem visible. Every step you take, every choice you make is bringing you closer to a future that is aligned with your growth. You're becoming someone who doesn't rely on external circumstances to feel at peace, who doesn't need things to be perfect to feel fulfilled. You're learning that happiness, fulfillment, and peace are states of mind that come from within, that aren't dictated by anyone or anything outside of yourself. This realization is liberating, and it's giving you a sense of freedom that will allow you to embrace whatever life brings with open arms and a steady heart. When you emerge from this time, you'll carry with you a kind of wisdom that can only be gained through solitude. You'll have an understanding of yourself that is rare, and you'll be able to approach relationships with authenticity, knowing that you don't need anyone else to make you feel complete. When friendships and connections do enter your life, you'll be able to approach them from a place of wholeness, sharing yourself freely without any need to cling or depend on others for happiness. You'll attract people who appreciate you for who you are, who are drawn to the light and strength that you radiate. Your relationships will be genuine and fulfilling because they'll be built on a foundation of mutual respect, understanding, and shared values. You'll know that you're not defined by your relationships, but that they are simply an addition to the beautiful life you've created on your own. Embrace this journey fully, knowing that every moment of solitude is shaping you into someone extraordinary, You are becoming a person who is deeply rooted in herself, someone who can face any challenge with courage, who can find peace in any situation, and who can live a life that is true to her heart. This time is a gift, one that is preparing you for a future that is bright, fulfilling, and filled with meaningful connections. Hold on to hope, trust the process, and continue to believe in the beauty of your own journey. The strength, wisdom, and peace you're cultivating now will carry you through life with a grace that will inspire others and bring light into the world. One day you'll look back and see that this was the beginning of something truly remarkable, a time when you discovered the full depth and beauty of your own soul. As you stand at this juncture with all the strength and wisdom you've cultivated through solitude, take a moment to truly appreciate the journey you've been on. This path has not been easy, but every experience has contributed to the person you are becoming, a person of incredible resilience, depth, and authenticity. In the moments when you felt alone, you learned to find comfort within yourself. In the times when you doubted, you found a way to continue forward, discovering reserves of courage you didn't know you had. You've shown yourself a kind of love that is rare and beautiful, the love that comes from accepting yourself fully, flaws and all, and believing in your inherent worth. This self-acceptance will be a foundation that supports you no matter what challenges or changes lie ahead. Moving forward, you are equipped with a deep sense of self-awareness that will guide you in ways you may not yet realize. You've spent time reflecting, growing, and learning about what truly matters to you, and now you have a solid understanding of who you are and what you stand for. This clarity will be invaluable as you make decisions, build relationships, and create a life that aligns with your values. When you meet people, you'll approach them with openness and compassion, but also with discernment, knowing that you don't have to settle for anything that doesn't feel right. You've cultivated a profound respect for yourself, and that respect will shape the way you engage with the world. You are no longer seeking approval or validation. Instead, you're moving forward from a place of confidence, knowing that you are enough just as you are. Remember, the journey you've been on has gifted you with a kind of inner peace that cannot be shaken by external circumstances. You've learned that joy can be found within, that fulfillment doesn't have to come from others, and that your happiness is ultimately in your own hands. This is a powerful realization, one that will allow you to navigate life with grace and resilience. When life throws challenges your way, you'll have the tools to face them with a steady heart, knowing that you have the strength to overcome anything. You are no longer reliant on the opinions, actions, or presence of others to feel whole. Instead, you're carrying within you a deep sense of contentment that comes from truly understanding and loving yourself. This inner peace will be a source of stability and comfort as you move forward, allowing you to live fully in the present moment and embrace life in all its forms. Looking back, you may one day see this period as one of the most transformative times of your life. It was a time when you built a relationship with yourself, one that will last a lifetime. While others may have looked outward for happiness, you chose to look inward, and in doing so, you found a wealth of strength, compassion, and wisdom. You've built a foundation of independence that will serve you in all your future endeavors. You've discovered that you are capable of handling anything that comes your way, and that knowledge is empowering. When you face new opportunities, friendships, or challenges, you'll approach them from a place of wholeness, bringing your true self to every experience. You'll be a source of light and encouragement for others, showing them what it means to live authentically and courageously. So as you continue on this journey, carry with you the lessons you've learned in solitude. Remember the quiet moments of growth, the times of doubt that led to newfound courage, and the resilience that carried you through. Trust that everything you've experienced has prepared you for what lies ahead, and know that you are capable of creating a life that is meaningful, fulfilling, and true to who you are. This journey has shaped you in ways that few will fully understand, but that's part of what makes it so special. You are a testament to the power of inner strength and self-love, and that is something truly extraordinary. Embrace the future with open arms, knowing that you are ready for whatever comes your way. You are not defined by your solitude. You are defined by the strength, grace, and wisdom that it has helped you uncover.